Hi. Lovable is a vibe coding app, and it makes it really easy to generate web pages and build applications. But those things also have bugs, like classic software just always has bugs and needs improvement. So rather than having the person do that and going through all that trouble, Testers.AI has built a browser extension that enhances Lovable to find and even, which is pretty cool, fix the bugs for you. So we'll start here real quick. So here's a web page we're working on. On the right-hand side, on the left-hand side is how we chat with the AI to tell it what we wanted to add to the application, what to build. But if we go up here and we click on the Testers.AI for Lovable extension, so it just installs into your browser. What you see at the top here is, first of all, what it does when it first launches is it looks at the last thing that happened in the chat thread when you were talking to the AI. And there were some WCAG, which are accessibility issues that were fixed. So it immediately when you unlaunch, it actually looks at what was changed, looks at the screenshot, because all the AI does all this stuff, and looks at the application and it says, are there did that change work? Is it actually there? And also it looks for any possible other issues that fix might have caused, right? But it looks like it's all good, so we'll cancel that out right now. The default function is to check for issues. So if we click this button, the AI is going to analyze, and we'll start that process right now. It analyzes the web page that we're working on with Lovable, building with Lovable, and it's looking for all different types of issues. You can see the different types of issues it's looking for. Privacy, security, usability, accessibility, performance, all sorts of different issues it's looking for. And you'll note here that you could also, so that's the general. Oh, we'll just go ahead and skip here. So it's found some issues. So one is it says conflicting authentication actions shown in the header. So again, this doesn't just find like bugs like, oh, it crashed or a link didn't work or a button didn't work. It finds even like cognitive kind of issues. And if you notice here, we have like log out, exit, get started, log in, like buttons. And the cool thing is it tells you why it's a bug. It tells you it's like a security UI UX problem. And it even tells you the suggested fix. It doesn't say just, hey, there's a bug. But its suggestion is to disable the login link and show only the authenticated actions. So you know what we can do though? And there's other bugs too, because this isn't button styling. You can see that. We've added some buttons. There's an accessibility thing, low contrast, because we've probably talking about this one right here. But anyway, we can go in here and we can just say, send to dev chat. And guess what it does? It tells, right now, the testing agents have found the bug. We click the button and it sent it over to the AI coding agents at Lovable and says, hey, go fix this issue for us. So with one click, it's automatically sent the bug back to Lovable. And look, in the background, it's actually making this fix in the background, which is pretty cool. So while that's going, we can see other bugs it found. And we can also see that here you can create custom testers if you want. So you can go in and create testers to test for things that you want, not just the defaults that are built in. And you can look in here, it analyzes all the network requests that happen, console logs, accessibility tree, etc. If you want more testing, you want deeper testing to happen, you can get the, you can go to Testers.AI, and there's a lot. This is like a quick tool built just for Lovable, but there's a bunch more, lot more testing agents and infrastructure. Also, if you want just people to do this for you, if you want to hire testers that know how to, like experts that know how to use all this AI to do testing super efficiently and deliver a lot of coverage quickly, you go to Iceberg QA, and there's a bunch of more resources there. But if we go up here too, we can look and we can also pick, which is kind of fun. By default, it looks for all sorts of kind of issues in general, but if you only want to focus on UI, security, privacy, GDPR, for example, GDPR will look for privacy violations that violate the standard. You can look for like verify news or search results, and it'll do a lot of pretty comprehensive testing for all that. So that's a quick walkthrough of the basic features. There's a couple other fun things in here. If we look at, if you want to do accessibility testing, you can just click this and it will actually find and fix a bunch of accessibility problems automatically. You can also optimize the SEO of the page. And I know this is like a feature of Lovable and stuff, but you can really enhance it with these agents. You can also optimize GEO. So this is like a way to make your page stand out in chatbots like ChatGPT or Google search and stuff like that. So there's a lot of different options, and there's a lot of different specific testing agents. So you're basically getting like a test team all built into a browser extension, available with just one click to start testing your code and the apps that you build with, and specifically with Lovable. Thanks. If you have any questions, there's actually a feedback thing here, and you can also just go to Testers.AI or get a hold of us. And the whole goal is to make lovable apps, make it far more efficient to find the bugs, far more efficient to fix them, and make the world of the web just better. You can also export these things, different formats. And there's one other setting here we didn't talk about. Actually, this is relevant too. So if we go into settings, there's a few things here. So on these switches, by default, there's it'll only report high confidence issues. So like you just only get as if a bunch of bugs were found by the AI, and then other AI goes in and triages them and says, okay, what are the really most important things that I'm really highly confident are issues and should be fixed? You can turn that off if you want to see everything. Also, auto fix issues. So if you have this enabled, when it finds issues, it will automatically talk to the AI and send all of those issues to the AI. So you can go get coffee, come back, and like if it found 10 issues, the 10 issues will be fixed when you come back. Proactive turns off and on that thing when we first launch it. It looks at the last thing the chatbot said. And if you manually go in and say something to Lovable and say, hey, add a dialogue, whatever, and you hit enter, when Lovable comes back and has made the change and says it's made the change, the Testers.AI agent will look at that and recognize it and then verify that, again, proactively that fix looks correct, like it was correctly made, and it didn't cause any other regressions. So that's a quick walkthrough of Testers.AI for Lovable, and hope it makes your building life a little faster, cheaper, and better. Thanks.